Hi guys, so today I'm going to be taking you through a core activation sequence. We're going to be using a block, lots of subtle movements and deep body awareness to really locate those deep transverse abdominals. A lot of the time we focus mainly on our primary abdominals, the rectus abdominis, which is our six pack, and we forget about those deep TVA, the transverse abdominis, the obliques, the pelvic floor, all of those deep muscles that actually we really need to utilize to stabilize through all of our movements and our practice. Okay, so I'm going to be helping you locate those today. We're going to be using some breathing techniques. We're going to be using subtle movement, some stabilization, and it's a nice warm-up to basically just get them fired before a further practice. Okay, you can use this as just a really quick warm-up, or you can use it as a pre to something else. So I hope you enjoy. You'll need a block, and I'll see you on the mat. So we're going to start today's practice on our backs, and we're going to do some deep breathing exercises. Okay, so to begin with, just find a comfortable position with the knees pointing towards the ceiling, the heels in towards the bum, and we're just going to close our eyes here. And we're just going to center in on our breath, on our body. Finding that space within us where we feel nice and calm. Letting go of anything that we've brought into this practice today. Any thoughts, any worries, any anxieties. Just inhaling and exhaling them out. And we're going to take a deep breath in. Feeling our breath fill our body from our feet to our head. And then a loud, strong breath out. As we release down and into the mat. And we're going to do that again. Inhale. Strong exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Last time here, inhale. Hold at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, and full exhale out, releasing down. From here, we're going to take hold of the block, and we're going to just place it lengthwise in between our thighs. From here, begin to gently squeeze through this block. Just begin to activate through the inner thighs. And begin to feel a slight contraction in your pelvic floor here and in your abdomen. So as you're breathing here, I just want you to feel this slight weight, this slight activation here between your hip points. So imagine there's a big long line between your two hip bones. If we pop our fingers here, I want you just to imagine this area, this line, beginning on the exhale to slightly contract and pull down. We're going to inhale. Exhale, squeeze the inner thighs and pull that low belly down. Feel it slightly wake up. And exhale it down. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, begin to draw your knees up towards the sky. So our knees are now stacked above our hips. So we're not drawing them too far forward and they're not too far back. We're just stacking them directly above our hip joints here. From this, begin to flex through the feet and squeeze the block together. So we're really beginning to activate and stay strong in those legs. As you lift the legs and begin to squeeze those inner thighs, those lower muscles that we were just trying to locate in that subtle way should really start to fire up. As we inhale here, fill your belly, and exhale, begin to draw your hip bones together and draw them up towards your low ribs. We're going to inhale, exhale, draw those low ribs together and the hip bones together, and then join them together. Inhale, exhale, really trying to hollow out here, squeezing those inner thighs together. Inhale, exhale, inhale, find those 4 points, hip bones, low ribs, and draw them together towards the belly button. Inhale, exhale, inhale, inner thighs, exhale, squeeze the legs, squeeze those 4 points. Really nice. Now on your inhale, try to keep that contraction in the belly. As you do this, we're going to have a slight exhale, and we're going to begin to draw the knees up towards the ceiling. So this is a very subtle movement, and you're unlikely to actually move anywhere in your body. But what I want there to be this feeling of extension through the legs from your hip joints, okay? As if someone is pulling your knees up towards the sky, okay? So we're going to inhale, keep squeezing those inner thighs so that block doesn't fall out. Exhale, draw the belly button down, join those 4 points and lift towards the sky with your knees. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now hold that position, that drawing of the lift as we inhale. So now we're trying to stay in this full activation through our inhale and exhalation. 5 more breaths. Keep going. Last time, full exhale. And release the legs down. Really good. So you should have felt a very strong firing up of those low abdominal muscles there. Just maybe rocking the knees from side to side, taking out that block for the moment. And from here, inhale, just begin to draw the knees up and into chest, maybe circling through the legs, releasing through the hip flexors. And then slowly draw them up and begin to rock up and down, backwards and forwards, over our spine, trying to articulate down and coming up to a cross-legged position at the front of your mat. From here, I want you to begin to roll forward into a hands and knees position. And we're going to start to apply this strong hollow of our abdominal muscles into some active movements through our arms and legs. Okay? I want you to have your index fingers pointing towards the front of the mat. Our knees are stacked above our hips. And we're going to begin to inhale here. Strongly inhale. Feel that connection through the hands into the floor. And exhale, I want you to begin to push down away from the floor, drawing your chest up into a cat position. As we do this, we're going to draw together our lower ribs and connect them to our hip bones as we were doing on the floor. So we're going to inhale. Exhale, round through the spine, draw the belly up, push away from the floor. Inhale here, keep in this position. Exhale again, drawing even further away. Nice. Inhale. We're going to begin to pull through the hands as we lower through the chest, keeping that belly pulling up. So we're not releasing down and collapsing here. We're staying really active in that abdominal area. And we're just going to drop our chest through, dragging our hands actively back towards our knees and pulling our chest through into our cow. Now, I actually don't really like calling this cow because I feel it encourages people to really dump down into our lumbar back. But it is a cow, it is the cow position. I just want you to imagine your shoulder blades being pulled together, the tips of the shoulder blades drawing together, and the chest moving through our arms, drawing up. Feel the activation into the triceps and the backs of the arms, as well as underneath the armpits. We're going to inhale, push back up to our cat. Exhale, draw down. Inhale here. Maybe lift a little bit higher. Keep those ribs pulling together towards the hip joints. And then exhale. Inhale here. And then exhale. Drawing the shoulder blades. Inhale. Move that chest a little bit higher. Last time, exhale. Inhale, really feel that strong connection to the core. Inhale. Exhale, draw the chest through. Hands back to knees, pulling back. Nice. From here, return to a neutral position. And now we're just going to begin to just mobilize a little bit through the spine here. So again, activate it from our core. So we're feeling super strong in this core center. And we're going to do those two movements again, our cat-cows, but we're going to do them a little bit quicker and with more dynamic action. Okay, so we're going to go inhale, pushing away. Exhale, draw the chest down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, fill the back with air. Exhale, squeeze it down. Inhale. Exhale. Really nice. Last time, inhale. This time, exhale into this cat. Lift even further off the floor. And then release. Nice. From here, inhale. We're going to begin to extend through our back foot. Okay? Now here, I want you again to inhale, exhale, keep that core connection. So we're drawing those 4 points together towards our belly. Inhale. Exhale, begin to lift that back leg. Squeezing the inner thighs. Imagine you have a block in between the legs that we're squeezing together so we're not opening the hip joint up and out. Keep pushing away from the floor. Inhale. Begin to kick that heel in towards your bum. Holding here. Exhale. Begin to draw that knee through and into center, bringing it towards our nose. Inhale. Extend it back. Exhale, draw it in. And again, you can see I'm not dumping down into my lumbar spine. I'm not arching and lifting my back really high. I'm staying really active, exactly as we did in those cows, drawing the abdominals up, staying nice and long in our lumbar spine. Inhale. Exhale. Keep moving and moving back. Really feeling the activation in our center, and you should also feel it quite strongly in your glutes and your hamstrings. Nice. From here, flex the foot on your last movement back, and from this position we're going to begin to slowly open our hip out to the side. So I want you to imagine, I'll show you on my left leg so you can see it more clearly. I want you to imagine that you're lifting as if you're like a dog going to pee up against a lamppost. Okay, it's a nice image there. And we're going to draw that knee up and out to the side, stay pushing down through the hands, nice and active. So again, we're not collapsing in our shoulders, we're not collapsing in our center, really strong. And we're going to begin to slowly open that knee out to the side, drawing that belly button up and into spine. From here, we're going to begin to draw that knee slowly towards the bicep. Stay strong through that right arm, stay strong through that left arm, pushing away from the floor, locking out in that abdomen. And then we're going to bring the knee to nose and shift it back, flexing through the foot at the top. Nice. So we don't ever want to drop down here. We want to stay lifted, hollowed out in that front body and through our back. Okay, we're going to do that all together. We're going to do 3 rounds. So, inhale, lift that leg. Exhale, open the knee to the side. Inhale, draw the knee into bicep. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend it back. Keep that belly moving up. Exhale. Moving nice and slowly. Inhale. Core activation here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Knee to the side. Keep pushing through those arms. Lock out the rest of your body. Only that leg is moving. Inhale. Exhale. Belly moving up and in. Inhale. And exhale. From here, we're going to slowly take that leg through and place our foot next to our opposite hand. So you were using your right foot, so I want you to place your right foot next to your left hand. Okay? From here, we're going to lower the knee in line with our right hand. And we're going to come into almost like a lunging pigeon position. So the foot or the leg should be around 90 degrees, or maybe just under, depending on your hip mobility, at the front of the mat. And our fingertips should be on the floor with our foot, with our back leg and knee on the floor behind us. From here, we're going to inhale, draw the belly in, squeeze through the legs and the inner thighs. And we're going to work to try and stand and lift our body off the floor. So again, this is quite a subtle activation, but you should feel it in your glutes, in your external rotation, and also actively pulling in through that core. So we're not allowing ourselves to just collapse. This is super easy. We want to be drawing up, drawing that belly in, breathing here. Maybe reaching the arms up and overhead. Again, try not to arch. Keep moving in. And we're just going to hold for 5, 4. Keep that activation in the center. 3, squeezing up, lifting away from the floor. 2. And 1, place the fingers down onto the floor. From here, begin to lift that knee all the way back and just sit back into a child's pose. Really nice. Rolling forward, placing the hands onto the floor again. And now we're going to do a similar thing, but this time we're going to do it adding a little bit of balance. Okay, so we're going to do the same articular rotation, but this time I want you to try and lift your opposing arm off the floor. So I'm mirroring you at the moment, so I'm using my left leg, but I want you to start again with your right, okay? So we're going to extend that right leg back, lift it up towards the sky, and begin to draw that heel in, so staying nice and strong in the center. From here, reach the left arm forward, so the right leg is lifted and the left arm is going forward. And we're going to begin to try and lift that hand off the floor without dropping in the belly. So we're staying, again, nice and strong, pushing away through that right arm. From here, we're going to begin to draw the elbow into side. So I'll turn to face you. The action of the arm is drawing the elbow down and into side, okay, as that knee comes round. From here, we're going to squeeze in, drawing the nose to the knee, and then we're going to extend back out, okay? And we're going to do that 3 times, placing those hands down. Great. Inhale that arm up. Exhale, ribs in towards the hip points. Draw that knee and elbow into the bicep and the side. Inhale. Exhale, begin to draw the knee to the nose. Inhale, reaching forward, foot towards the sky. Inhale, draw that elbow in. Exhale, lift up, knee to nose. Inhale, extend out. Keep those ribs drawing together. Do not collapse. Lift away. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And plant that hand down. One last lift before we lower through that back leg. That is quite strong. From here, we're going to take that right leg, we're going to thread it through, and we're just going to cross it around, moving in to a Gomukhasana cow-facing pose. So we've crossed our legs around, and we're just going to sit back, releasing out through the hips and the back. And then rolling forward, meeting again in our hands and knees. Opposite side. So from here, you're going to extend through your left leg. And you're going to begin to lift that leg up towards the sky. Again, you don't really want it to be super high because that encourages you to dip and arch in your lower back. So we're staying really active through the belly, really active through the core, and we're just using our strength to lift that leg up. So the glutes and the hamstrings should be very active in this pose. From here, you're going to push away, really hollowing through the upper back, and you're going to begin to draw that heel into your bum. From here, we're going to hold. And you're going to very slowly begin to draw it into center. Inhale, exhale, kick it back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale last time. Exhale, kick it back, keep that belly button moving in. From here, we're going to begin to open up to the side. Inhale, exhale, lift that knee out, drawing it up. Inhale, draw it down and towards your bicep. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, move it back. 2 more. Exhale, open it out. Keep pushing through the arms. Don't compensate in the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, last time. Kick that heel up towards the sky. Exhale, open out. Belly moving in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, shifting back. Exhale, begin to draw that knee through, placing that foot with by the opposite hand. The knee down in line with the ankle. And from here we're going to come up to our fingertips. And then engaging through the inner thighs, drawing the pelvis away from the floor, squeezing up. We're going to lift. And again, you should feel that lovely activation in that front leg. And also quite an opening in the hip here as well. Breathing. Maybe reaching the arms up. Again, don't open and arch. Really think about drawing the core in. Draw that core in. And then place the hands down, lift, and just shift back to our child's pose. From here we're going to roll it forward, planting the hands back down on the mat, and now we're going to take our balancing variation of that. So we're going to inhale, begin to extend the leg back. Exhale, lift it up towards the sky, squeezing the heel in towards the glute. From here we're going to take our right fingers forward and begin to extend up. From this position we're going to begin to open the knee to the side. Inhale. Exhale, begin to draw that knee into the bicep while taking the elbow into the side. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale. Inhale, open that knee. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale. Exhale, keep that belly moving up, moving nice and slowly here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale, keep those ribs drawing together. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Placing that hand down, we're going to thread that left leg around and just sit back into our cow facing child's pose, releasing through the outer thighs, through the back. Breathing here. And then slowly we're going to roll back up, placing ourselves back into our hands and knees. Now we're going to reach for a block if you need, just in case. And we're going to place it the tall way in front of us. From here, we're going to inhale, tuck the toes, push away, exhale, rounding through the spine, pulling the belly button up and lift the knees off the floor. We're going to hold here for 5, 4, keep that pelvis in line, don't lift the bum too much. Knees are hovering only less than a centimetre off that floor. Belly button pulling up, arms nice and strong. Biceps wrapping in and elbow points, or elbow, the eyes of the elbow pointing together. Last inhale. Now staying in this position, I want you to try and take that right leg and place it at the front of the mat. So you're in a hovering lunge right now. Inhale, use your core again. Exhale, shift it forward. So we're in a bent knee. It looks a bit like a half malasana, okay? And you're just going to place your hands onto the block and you're going to slowly lower down using this block as a stability. So it doesn't matter how low you get right now. You could be here, but you really want to try and sink down without lifting those heels off the floor. From here we're going to inhale, begin to extend up, Flattening through the spine, pushing down through the arms, pulling that belly button in. Exhale, round forward and bend through those legs, drawing the belly onto the upper thighs. Inhale, extend and round up. Exhale and lower down. So as you're doing these lifts and lowers, I really want you to imagine that you're squeezing your inner thighs together and drawing your pelvis up towards the sky using your deep core. Inhale. And then exhale, curling down, squeezing down. Really nice. If you don't need the block, you can just place your fingers on the floor or use them hovering. Exhale, last time. Folding down. From here, inhale, raising all the way up. Fingertips on the floor. Flat back. And from here, beginning at your lumbar spine, I want you to begin to curl the tailbone in. So really draw that lower belly back. Draw the hip points together. Draw your ribs in. And we're going to start to roll up through the spine, moving vertebra by vertebra, keeping that activation in your low belly as you roll all the way up, stepping to a comfortable standing position here, feet hips width apart, and just breathing, again focusing on keeping those hip bones drawing together and towards the low ribs. So we're not arching, we're really thinking about sucking all together into that low belly. Inhale and exhale. So that was a very quick activation for your core. It's very subtle movements. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like any further workouts or any notifications of any further videos I upload, please subscribe below and leave me any comments or requests for future videos and content. I'd love to hear what you'd like. Thank you. I'm Aurora Bowkit Yoga. Have a lovely day.